Hello everyone, my name is Abay and I'm a first year student of Graduate School of Education, Education Leadership, School Education. The topic of my presentation is my progress on this semester's writing assignment. The purpose of my presentation is to provide you with some useful information about what changes I made and what I have learned from these writing assignments. The presentation will be divided into three sections. These are Introduction, what changes I made, and conclusion, what I have learned and continuing challenges I face. There will be some questions at the end for you to discuss. Specifically, I'm going to tell you about my writing assignments course, similarity report, overview of the main topics, and the reason for the changes I made. So first of all, I'd like to tell you about my writing assignments course. As you can see, this figure clearly shows that I took 92% in diagnostic writing and 88% in the following assignments, which shows consistency. If you look at this figure, you will see the similarity index of my essays. Mostly it matched the bibliography and some quotations, especially in the writing assignment 1 and writing assignment 2. The average similarity of my essays is nearly 19%. Now I'd like to move to the main part of my presentation. I have analyzed my essays based on the writing rubric which was provided by our academic English instructor. The criteria for writing assignments are subject knowledge, analysis, organization, and clarity and conventions. So, in this slide, you will see that I made some mistakes regarding the organization and clarity of the essay. Here is an example from diagnostic writing. The mistake is that there was a mismatch between the title and content of the essay. Thanks to my peer, I changed the title from the important role of low-stakes assessment in enhancing reflective learning to the importance of reflective learning and low-stakes assessment in education. In addition, for my final draft, in order to demonstrate the cohesion of ideas, I added a concluding sentence starting with the phrase "in summary," and I replaced the linking word "moreover" with "on the other hand." Next, regarding the conventions criteria, based on my peer feedback, I made an error in sentence structure. I was recommended to divide the long sentence into two short sentences, as they have two different ideas. Moreover, based on instructor's feedback, I revised the Abay citation. Here is an example from my writing assignment 2. I changed some capital letters to small letters and made it double-spaced. Also, I shortened the link. Now I'd like to focus on the clarity. As you can see, I made some errors or mistakes in word choices. I made some wrong word choices. For example, spade of concern and spade of need. I removed these phrases from my essays because a spade of requires a countable noun, usually events such as crimes, incidents, and earthquakes. Then I replaced the word enhances with leads to, because we cannot say it enhances autonomous improvement. Next, I removed the word analysis from my writing assignment 2 because it was unclear for my peer which analysis I meant. Furthermore, here is an example from writing assignment 3. It was hard for my peer to understand my personal experience as a graduate student concerning the homework overload. Therefore, I changed the whole paragraph. I wrote about my personal experience as a teacher. Lastly, I didn't support my claims or ideas with suitable evidences or citations. For instance, if you look at the second paragraph, you'll see that I added some evidence sentences with citations. In conclusion, I have learned from this course writing assignments many useful things. For example, I have learned how to summarize, how to respond to the author's ideas, and how to paraphrase. The three things about paraphrasing that you should always keep in mind are that good paraphrase has the same meaning and is different enough from the original sentence. Also, it directly refers to the original source. In addition, I have learned how to integrate evidence to my essays. There are several types of evidence, such as Einstein evidence, example evidence, fact evidence, and undocumented evidence. However, despite the fact that I made a progress in my writing assignments and have learned many useful things, I still face some challenges. For instance, it is challenging for me to summarize and respond to the author's ideas at the same time. As a proof, I provided some questions from my instructor's feedback, and I had almost the same problem in each writing assignment. For instance, in diagnostic writing, the instructor said, "You are basing your judgment on a herd mentality here. Do you have evidence of this lack of understanding, or simply your own experience?" In writing assignment 1, why should I believe this to be true? Why should I believe the author? In writing assignment 2, I am curious about how you know this is a problem. I plan to overcome this problem by reading and practicing a lot. As the proverb says, practice makes perfect. Now I want to ask you some questions for the discussion. How do you think? What is the best way of synthesizing different ideas from different sources? And what are the effective strategies for writing? Thank you very much for your attention.